Hello EA group members, this is GC and today I'm making a new video, and this will cover the a slider that I've been working on for my new site, and I will go over the code. If you are coming from YouTube, LinkedIn, Twitter, or Google Plus, please search or find us at Facebook International Artist Group. So I'm gonna go to Dreamweaver, and I added an extra image. The slider had 3 images, so I'm gonna go over the code really quick. This is a project I'm working on for a client here in Bangkok, Thailand, and I'm going to go over some lines of code here. So I'm gonna go to code, and I'm gonna split the screen here because I wanted to show you something, guys. um, the pictures have to have some room on the top for the padding or the margin. Okay, if not, the menu will cut the head, will overlap the heads. So if you're using pictures with people with heads, now it looks okay on phone view, and then it goes to tablet view, and then all the way to, let's see here if the Google Chrome works, full size. This is full size view, full screen. This is a 32-inch monitor, so it might look a little bit smaller on a 15-inch. What I wanted to talk to before we start adding slides is about this text that the slides have. Now I didn't delete it, but I removed it from the slides because this is not like a commercial site. We're not selling, products here like I don't know, electronics or anything. So just to name one. But anyways, these are pictures from our latest show. So I'm gonna remove the text, but I do want to leave some text on this picture because this picture works great with text if you do have a picture with a figure on the right, obviously, and then you need like a blurry background or a darker background because the font, it is white and this button is blue, so it might work with the picture. I mean, I would try to match the button maybe with some kind of color that matches the photograph somewhere. I don't see this blue anywhere. Maybe like a purplish kind of this purple. But anyways, I'm gonna remove the button for now, and I'm gonna show you guys how you can leave the code in the slide without deleting it, and so you can use it if you do need it later. So let's get into this Dreamweaver here, and I'm gonna pull up the code page, and we already worked on the menu. I hope your menu came out okay. And we are on our home page. We have selected the source code, which is the doctype HTML document. Now you have other documents, and you have JavaScript, CSS, and another CSS for responsive CSS. So I'm gonna go over the other lines documents to be able to modify the template or behaviors, but that's gonna be later. So now I'm also gonna go over this doc type, the top of the head. Actually, if click here, the head, it starts there and it goes all the way down to here. Now in the head we have a lot of code. Now I'm going to go over what here we have, for example, like the pictures for the favicon. We're gonna modify that, and we're gonna add some meta tags to make the search engine work better with the site. Now I'm looking into also how to speed up the site. It's working pretty good right now with an HTML document. This is not WordPress, and WordPress usually takes a lot longer to load. I'll show you guys later how to test your site so you can see where you are. So we have the menu, and here's the menu, and I'm gonna put here not bore menu, and here I added slider. I'll put everything in capitals. Slider. So here we have the slider. Now it might look a little bit different than your code, because what I did is I separated the code. Now let me show you what I mean. This is the first div. Now the div is used for, it can be used for anything, and it works pretty well for everything. So you have to have some experience to understand what code is about. So we have the opening div, and then here we have the closing div. Now Dreamweaver is telling us that this closing div belongs to this opening div, and so on. That div that's another div, closing div, and here we have the div for the first image, and here's the div for the second, third, and fourth. So what I wanted to show you guys is on the first image. I'm gonna pull up Chrome here. On the first image there is no text. Now the text is there, it's not loading, and here we have the text on the second image. So we have the same text loading. So what I did is you turn that part of the code into a comment by inserting this line of code here, the symbols, minus sign, and then you go to the end of the div of the code and you add the symbol again. And I'm going to do that right now so you can see how I do this. So I'm gonna go right here on top of the H1, there we go, it turns it into a comment, and then at the end of learn more, space, minus sign twice, and I think that's less than or greater than or something like that. I'm not sure where all these symbols are, because we use so many brackets and parentheses and all kinds of things. Alright, so I turn this into now a comment, so I'm gonna save it, save all, and I'm gonna reload it. So that one was gone, so now it's gone. So in this pictures it doesn't really work because the text is overlapping the images, the people's heads. So that's no good. So I'm gonna do also the comment here. Oops, I forgot something here. Yep. the exclamation sign. There we go. And there we go. So in the future, if you need to use that, you'll still have it. All you do is remove the comment code, and that's it, and you're all set. On this one, I'm testing the length, and I'll show you here what I mean by testing the length. I'm gonna say that. Go to Google Chrome. So we have that cleaned up. So here we go. So the text looks fine here, as you can see, but if I go down to tablet size, okay, it still looks okay. It's a little bit, the text is overlapping a little bit, and it's a little bit too close to the picture. If I go to phone view, I have the same problem, that the text is kind of overlapping. Now it's going to the second line, but then the button gets it doesn't fit on the width of the picture. So you guys see what I mean. So I don't want to have two lines for this, so I'm gonna try something. So I was gonna say till next time. I'm gonna say here till next time, instead of see you next time or we'll see you soon. I don't know, it might fit, it might not fit. So let me say that. Actually, I have to talk to my wife, because she's the one who's gonna give me the text for this. Till next time. And I want to see how this looks on the phone. I think it's gonna work on the phone just fine. Yeah, I don't know if I want this text, if I want to put any text on top of the picture. Maybe I can write just a short line under this H1, like here it says till next time, we will see you soon, or something. Let's try that. This thing keeps popping up. Okay, so till next time. We will see you soon. Then delete the rest. Okay, this is a paragraph, and right in front of the class for the button, I'm going to insert, I'm going to do a comment. I'm going to turn it into a comment, because I don't want the button there, and right now I don't have the time to look for the settings for the color. Alright, let me say this. I'm gonna go back to Google Chrome. I've been working with Google Chrome so far, it's been working great. Till next time, we will see you soon. It looks like it fits. It's a little bit simple. Maybe we can write a little bit more, but the real test comes when we look at it on the phone. So let's see how it looks on the phone. So it looks like it fits just right. Yeah, maybe we can add some longer, bigger words, and all the way to there. Or we can look for the, I know there is some CSS on the template that controls the padding or the margin of this text, but the thing is you have these arrows here, and you don't want to overlap the text over the arrows. That's why the padding is set to that particular number. They have it all figured out and it looks like it's working just fine. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to add more slides. This is going to be a presentation just to showcase some of our paintings and to show what happened on that show. And then I will have some pictures inserted here. Maybe I'll copy this, I'll make more of these because I want to add links to our video, and then also our other partners, or and you can add anything. So and then here we can use this section to actually put artwork. And what I like about this is that it's responsive, and it works good, it looks modern, it looks good, and the important thing is that it works good, that when it resizes, it's gonna be aligned and it's gonna look good, because sometimes when you do the code for many multiple pictures, you're gonna have the problem that the pictures overlap on top of each other or something like that. But then again, keep in mind that the phone is not a very big device. I mean, it's a small screen, so you can actually fit just one picture. I mean, you can put a nice size picture of your painting in this box here, and keep in mind that if it's a vertical picture, it's gonna have some space in the sides unless you go full width, right? So it can be quite big as a picture, so it can look actually very good. If you go full size vertical, it would look really good. Now I'm gonna go over these things later, so I'm going to add now the code that I need to add so I can add the other images. So I'm gonna show you the images. You should have all your images on the root folder of your website, and let's pull that up. So I made an images folder. I'm gonna put other images in this images folder, and I have an images slider folder, and here I renamed all the pictures from 1 to 32 or 33. Now I have to rename this one 33. Now you wanna add a 001 instead of just 01, because when you get to 20 you're gonna have a problem. The 2 is gonna be up here, or it's gonna move. So you need 3-digit numbers for this to work in this numeric order, right? From 1 to 33. Okay, now I have all the pictures, and you should go over all your pictures and kind of like have a story of your pictures. Now there is one picture that I want to move, and I'm going to move it down here. Okay, so I'm going to name this one is going to be, when you need to add a picture in between and you already have the the 1 through 20 or whatever, and you need a picture in between, you put the number of the picture that where you want to go, and then you put like -1, and that should put it right there in the middle. Then you want to close that again, and you want to reopen it so it can sort out all the pictures in the right order. And that picture should not be there, and it's not, and it's okay. So I was supposed to do 13, not 14, because if you look at the light at this picture, this light pictures, there was a lot of light there. I mean, this place had this big halogen lights and stuff, and it was quite bright. So I just don't think it belonged in that set with the background that we have for these other pictures. So I'm gonna move this one to, I'm gonna name it 13-1, and I'm gonna close that, and I'm gonna reopen it. Okay, and there we go. This is beautiful Marissa with my wife, if you're wondering who this lady is. She was the host. She spoke, well, she did the entire, handled the entire program, and it came out great. If you watch the video, you can see her. Okay, so I have some pictures of the group, some people that help us out a lot with communications and the venue and the groups and what was going on there, some fun pictures, and then some ending pictures, and then this is the end, and here we put like an ending tagline or something. So I'm gonna go to the code. So what I'm going to do is, now that I turn these headline examples to a comment, I want to have it like that in case I need to add something later. Okay, so I'm going to copy div number 2, and make sure you're copying from here to here. So I'm gonna copy this div, and I'm gonna go one more down. Move it like so, make sure they're like aligned how they're supposed to be. So I'm gonna copy now these 2 divs, and keep in mind I'm doing 33 pictures, so I need 33 divs, right? Technically. Looking good. Okay, so now I'm gonna copy 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I passed it. Yeah, it's only the one with the 002. This one is 002. Okay, there. Copy. Now I'm gonna click save all, and I'm gonna go to the browser, and I want to see if it's actually copying the pictures, because the pictures are being copied, so it should show up many times. So there we go. Now I changed the name of my last slide. If you get something like this, it's because you're not linking the picture to your slider properly. Okay, so it's working. So I'm gonna do another one, and then I'm gonna add the images. Now to add the images is really easy. Just go first slide, 01, there it is, 02. This is supposed to be 03, so if I change the number, it gives me the slide right there, 03, and then this one will have to be 04, and it should show me, it says image not found. We'll look at that later. This is gonna be image 5. So maybe there is something wrong with image 4. Maybe I forgot to rename image 4, or I deleted it. Image 6. See how easy it is to change the images? It wasn't this easy years ago. Okay, 09. And that's as far as I can go. So I'm gonna copy this again, and then I'm gonna finish the video, and I let you guys and I'll load it up on the browser, and you guys can try this on your website if you're using this free template from Bootstrap. So the last one was 09, so this one should be 010. 11, 12. I modified the pictures so the site would load quicker. Okay, here is the 13 and not 13-12. So here will have to be 13-1. This would be 14. 15. 16. And just like that. And I'm gonna save everything, and I'm gonna go to the slider. I wanna see how it looks, or if it's working properly. You wanna check that the slider works properly throughout the entire process of designing the site, because if it breaks when you do something, you're gonna have to undo it, and if you go too far, then you might not know what was the cause of the problem. So here we have one slide missing. I have to see what happened to slide number 4, and everybody's looking good. Okay, this image moved. Okay, I'm gonna go back to Dreamweaver, and here's the code how it should look like. It's kind of repeated format with your slide images, and you should be just fine with that. And I'm gonna stop the video. I'm gonna let you guys finish your images. I'm gonna finish my images, and then we'll move to the next part of this website. Thanks for watching.